Well, hello everybody. Welcome to our lesson of the day. So we are now Monday. Unfortunately, it's a very ugly day behind me. So I hope wherever you are across North America or the world, you are full of sunshine. So I'm going to have to do this video quite short today because, hey, surprise! Woke up this morning and the kids tried to convince me this weekend that it was a PD day. Actually decided to take a look at, yeah, there's no school today. Why? Random Monday. Is there a day off? I don't get it, but hey, whatever. We got them all set up. I've got probably, I think we got 7 computers in this house. I've got 4 children for whoever's new here with us. So anyways, what I want to speak about today is continue the series that we started revolving around the 5 business systems you need in 2019 to grow your business. As we've discussed, we live in a new world. It's a new era. Your consumers, your prospects are acting completely different today. So if you're looking to grow your business, if you own a storefront, if you are online business, if you are a real estate agent or any other kind of self-employed individual, or if you're a real estate investor looking to raise private funds legally, this here is going to be very important for you. So if we go through the 5 businesses, very simply put, 1, you need to stand out. You need to create good quality content. You need to educate your clients up front during their searching process before they decide to make a move. So whether it's purchasing your product, hiring you as a service, whatever it is, because there's so much competition today. Everybody can knock off your marketing campaign. Anybody can knock off your website. Anybody can knock off your membership site, but nobody can remove your authenticity. If you actually have specialized knowledge, you need to share it with the world, and that will make people gravitate towards you. As a case study, myself personally, I started doing these Facebook Lives and YouTube Live and Instagram Live just, last Monday. It's going to be 7 days today. And I booked 9 appointments just for this week. So what I mean by this is I did not once pitch. I did not once put money in marketing. All I did is open up my cell phone like I'm doing right now, press record, and started teaching how to grow a business in 2019. And people simply gravitate towards contacting us, going on our website at nohypedigital.com and pressing chat with Steve. They fill out a little survey. They tell me about their business, where they are, where they want to be, and they simply then they get a little link to my calendar and says speak with Steve. That's it. And 9 people have taken that opportunity. So I'm not even saying go ahead and do it because I'm full for the next 2 weeks. But what I'm getting to here is I didn't do any marketing campaign. I didn't do anything. All I did is share the information I know. So in 2019, you need to stand out and share good quality content. That could be through your blog. That could be through videos. That could be like we're doing right now, either live or recorded. That could be on a podcast, and apparently that's on a phone. So my point is share good quality content. Business system number 2 that you need in 2019 is a consistent way to generate some good quality leads. So meaning, yes, you do need to run some marketing. I'm in a very different position where, to me, I've got all my businesses and they're automatically running leads, right? And that's what you need to do, is consistently attract your ideal prospect to whatever action you want them to take. But we've discussed very carefully to understand that you can't simply pitch in 2019. You need to understand that making a buying decision, whether it's a product or a service, is a process and not an event. So you need to take it one step at a time and be on top of their conscience. So the moment that they are actually ready to make a decision, they're going to think of you first, above and beyond all of your competition. And the third business system, which I want to talk about today with you, is conversion. So here's one of the biggest misconceptions I get in business. If you want to grow your business, you need to throw more marketing dollars, and the more marketing dollars you spend, the more business you're going to grow. And I want to debunk that myth completely. It is the opposite. Stop spending money on marketing, useless money. I'm not saying don't do it. But your first area of focus should be optimizing the current business that you are getting. Meaning, instead of putting some more money on Facebook, some more money on Instagram, some more money on bus benches, postcards, whatever, radio, right? I want you to take a look at the actual traffic you are getting as is right now and determine how you can best optimize it before you start throwing more money into a shitty conversion funnel. So what I'm saying here is you can easily go on Google Analytics and see how many people are going onto your website. And if they're not converting, that's the first point you need to take, the first step of action before spending out more money into something that doesn't work. So work your way backwards here. So let's take a look at your website and see, if I'm getting 30, 50, 100, or thousands of people coming to your website, but nothing is converting, what could you potentially do to get them to convert? You know, one of the biggest things is people say, jump on my newsletter. Why would I jump on your newsletter? So that I give you permission to spam me? I'm not saying don't do a newsletter offer, but give them something so juicy that they cannot resist to want to jump on your newsletter, right? So give them something so powerful that they will want to say, absolutely, I'll give you my email address, right? So anyways, that's not optimizing your current website is not the point today. What I want to talk about is purely conversion. So welcome if you're just joining us now. What I'm sharing today is the 5 points of optimizations that you need to work on to optimize your current business operations before you even want to grow and scale your business. So in today's world, you know, most people, they generate a lead. They maybe attempt to give them a call once if you're in the industry of services or software. It really depends on what you do, right? But most people, I'd say almost 70 to 75% of the clients that reach out to us, most of the time they have an email drip campaign. That's a good start. But one thing you got to realize is take a look at statistics today. Less than 8% of people actually open an email in 2019. So you need to take a look at how can I better communicate with my clientele, knowing that they're most likely going to ignore email. So there's 5 points of conversions that we can work on. Number one, your emails. So before you go and invest in a different method of communication, is there a way to optimize what you're currently doing for email? So if you're getting subscribers, is there a better way? Better subject lines. Stop pitching so often and follow my system, which is give content, 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 and then a pitch message. Content, 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 pitch. And what I mean by this is people don't want to continuously be pitched. They want to know that you deliver good quality content. So when you receive an email, you don't want them to think, oh gosh, it's just Steve and he's going to try to sell me something again. I'm not in the mood. Versus, oh man, Steve's sending me an email and I know every time I open his email, it's a brand new video, blog article, or something of good quality content that will actually help me grow my business. So optimize email, right? Second point of communication that is really grossly underutilized or overutilized by the people that aren't doing it properly, which is text messaging. Text message is a very good method to be able to attract or help your clientele, right? So if the best way right now is Facebook lead ads. If you're doing a lead ad, it's very easy to get somebody's phone number if your offer is good enough, okay? And then you could immediately send them a text message. Hey, it's Steve. And it could have a video, a message, whatever it is. And if you're emailing a very special, powerful offer and you cannot get a hold of them via email and you maybe not have their phone number or whatever it is, you can then say, hey, Steve, I'm terribly sorry to invade your text or your messenger here, but I just wanted to let you know we've got the opportunity of a lifetime. Go check your email or click the link here. Something very, very simple like that. The third point of conversion that you need to optimize in 2019, most people would say, sorry, not me, statistics say over 97% of people answer their Facebook Messenger. Okay, so that is another tool that you need to start utilizing right now. You can have it automated through some software such as ManyChat and connect it to your CRM so that you can communicate through email, text message, and or messenger. Now, please remember, you're not trying to spam people through all these channels. They are just once in a while, you can touch them through different communication channels. Fourth, phone calls. And what I'm going to do, because I don't know how long I'm going to have peace and quiet here in my office before my 4 children come in bursting into my office, is phone calls, okay? So what I'm going to do is actually share with you, after I'm done in about 2-3 minutes here, a critique phone call that I do for my real estate agents, right? So in real estate, one of the absolute bestest way to book more face-to-face appointments to increase your sales is to have a good inbound follow-up system. And what I mean by that is a lead comes in with a phone number, boom, we jump on the phone. Hey, this is Steve Martel from Martel's Real Estate. I just wanted to let you know I received your request for an online home evaluation, and I'm about to send that by email. Is that okay? Yes, of course it's okay. Great. Now, while I have you on the phone here, Bob, I just wanted to know, are you planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? Qualified timing, right? Great, you're looking to move. Fantastic. Are you planning on staying in the area or you're being relocated out of the area? Further qualify, when do you think that might be? Excellent. Do you have a real estate agent to help you out when the time is right? Fantastic. Well, listen, Bob, I'm going to be sending you something that's pretty accurate, but without actually seeing your home, it's very hard for me to give you an exact price of what a buyer would pay for. Would you be interested if I actually give you some tips on what to do and what not to do to increase the value of your property? As a matter of fact, I could actually give you tips for less than $500 how you can increase your property's value by over $50,000. Is that something that might interest you? Who's going to say no to that? Great. When would it be a good time for me to stop by? Would I be better to stop by Tuesday evening around 6 o'clock or Thursday morning at 10 a.m.? Then objection handling. Of course, whoop, 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 whoop. He's trying to get into my property. There's going to be resistance, and then you start going. So that's a script right there. I have another client who's in the bleacher rental business. Crazy cash cow, by the way. He's crushing it, and we're expanding internationally right now. North America. But he as well has a script to be able to communicate with the chair board members' affairs across North America that we've created for him, and he's now got a sales team calling these individuals to be able to see if we can just write up a quote and so on and so forth. So these scripts work in every business, but being able to work the phones as a conversion point before spending another dollar in marketing is something you need to master. So what I'm going to attach, I'm going to really try to see if it works here, because over the weekend I did a Q&A that didn't work too well on technology, but I have a system here. I push a little button and it should pop up a video of me critiquing a phone call, because it's so important how you do these scripts, okay? I'm a master at it. I've been doing 15 years and it's one of the most important positions in my office. And I as well have a call center that we actually do the phone calls for realtors, right? So anyways, boop, step back here. That's not my point. Business optimization number 5. So this one here is the least used and it is the most effective. So many people throw money at marketing. They create awareness. They get people to come to their website, but they do not retarget them. So you know today, if you're watching me right now, you know remarketing is a thing. So you go on my website. My website has a little line of code in the header that will then install a pixel in your cookies. I don't even know how it works, whatever, doesn't matter. So then I know that if you jump on Facebook, I can segment you into a specific category. I take a look at where you're at in my funnel, and if you've been to my website, you know who Steve Martel is. So now I can do you a different offer. So I can bring you down your relationships so that I can get you to take action when the time is right. So remarketing is something that very little people do, and it is so powerful. Have you ever wondered why you go on Amazon, you look for a pair of shoes, and then you're on cooking.com, and all of a sudden that damn pair of shoes is right there on the screen? How does the computer know I was looking at that pair of shoes? Same concept. You can go on Facebook and I could retarget a very different message than if you don't know who I am. If you listen to more than 50% of my videos, I may send you an offer to have a one-on-one meeting with my team and so on and so forth. There's so many little different things you can do in retargeting. So 5 areas of conversion you need to focus on before you even spend more money in marketing. Because if your conversion and optimization is shitty, you are literally spending money into a shitty funnel, right? Sorry for the language. So 1, you need to be able to have a fantastic email drip campaign. Yes, it is dead almost, but it is still very powerful. Number 2, you need to be able to communicate via text message with your audience because everybody looks at text messages today. 3, you need to be able to communicate through Facebook Messenger. That is a very untapped market, and over 97% of people are looking at their text messages. Number 4, you need to be able to work the phones. If it's you, go. Let's do it. Let's craft a script. Let's start practicing, let's handle objections, and let's start making sales or booking appointments. And number 5, you need a good remarketing campaign before you even spend more money on marketing. So that right there is how you optimize your sales in 2019, okay? So I'm going to leave you guys with this. I'm going to actually try to see here if I can get the video to play properly, but I have I think it's about 15 minutes here of me listening in to one of my real estate agent clients who's working and practicing his script to be able to book a face-to-face meeting. Now, it is a fantastic call because he does a great job at it, does not succeed at booking the appointment, but I am listening in and critiquing after he did the call. So I want you to listen to that. If you've got any questions, any comments, anything, please do not be shy to put comments here below or reach out to me via Facebook Messenger. My staff will screen through it first, but if it is a question that I can genuinely help you with, I will be more than happy to answer myself. So I wish you all a fantastic, amazing day, even though that it is raining out where I am. I hope you guys have sunshine, and let's see here if I can play that video. It's a little weird because it is live, so let me just... Fantastic. I'm seeing it on my phone here, so on my computer. I hope it's working, guys. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll go to another lesson. What's going on, Ryan? Listen, buddy, I'm listening to your recorded call. Thank you for sending it over. Dude, you're doing a fantastic job, okay? Honestly, you got an appointment. The guy's just on the road. There's no way for him to meet you. Now, that was an easy call. Honestly, the guy was waiting for you, and he was more than happy and willing to meet with you. They're not all going to be that simple. I know it's your first one that we send over to you, but already I'm seeing the leads pouring in. So I just want to be able to kind of help you tweak just a few things, right? The more you send them over, the more I can critique, and the team actually, and the more that it's going to help you as we move forward. So I'm going to play the call, and then I'm going to critique little things that you should be aware of. And as I kind of text you, you know, this is going to become natural, man. So let me go ahead and play this and just listen on and seeing what I would recommend for you.
Hello?
Hey, this is
Yep.
Hey, this is Ryan Bibador from Century 21. How are you today?
Pretty good, you?
Not bad.
So first one, okay? Greeting, fantastic. Tonality, that's good. I wouldn't even touch that. Let's not use not bad. I want you to be great. I want you to be awesome. I want you to, I'm not going to jump into pacing and leading. The first thing about sales is you always want to be able to slowly work the tonality of excitement and enthusiasm up with the person. There's nothing worse than somebody that's really monotone and low and, hey, what's up? This is Steve. That would be horrible. But I want, first off, not bad. I'm not going to get into the whole subconscious mind and what they're hearing and what not hearing, but it's just not a term we should be using. Bad is what they retain in their brain, okay? You are great, okay? That's it. Now, on a level of pacing and leading, I don't want you to be just obnoxiously awesome, but I'm doing awesome, and then jump into the rest of your sentence. So I'm doing great, not even good. I want you to be great, I'm doing awesome, whatever it is, okay? So that's just one little piece. Would have changed an outcome of any kind? Not really, but just try to bring that positive, lifestyle and things in your vocabulary. So let's move on.
The reason I'm calling is I got your request for more information on multifamilies or duplexes or something like that, along those lines. And
So obviously, I don't think I need to mention it here, something like that or along those lines, right? So be confident, okay? So obviously, dude, this is the first time you're reading this script outside of the sales gym here. Again, you did phenomenal. But try to be aware of your words, and pause words, right? So, but this will come naturally as you are going through the script. But be confident. That's what you want to be able to project.
And I was just going to get stuff together, and if I can send you something, would that be all right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great.
All right, so that's good, dude. I would probably just rephrase it to more, so I received your information and you're looking to purchase a multifamily property, and I was just about to prepare that and send that by email to you. Is that okay? That's it. Plain and simple, but be more descriptive of, how you're going to be sending it or whatever.
Okay, great.
But I want to give you, you're keeping control of the conversation, though, which is a key point, okay? So I like it because he's just giving you short answers. You're keeping control of the conversation. You're doing great.
The thing I was wondering is, if you're looking at purchasing something here, are you looking at the next 3 to 6 months, or when were you thinking you wanted to own this place?
Okay, so that right there is a big no-no. When do you think? So as you look at me teaching a little bit about how to use the script, we are looking for a quick yes or no answer. Not an open-ended, we don't want a story at this point. So let's go back here. The biggest piece of advice I can give you, follow the script. Okay, so he's telling you, yeah, absolutely, you can send it to me. Perfect, John, I think it was. Are you planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? Shut up. That's it. Okay? Don't overcomplicate it. I remember 15, 20 years ago when I was practicing the script, I would always try to add, and every time I tried to deviate from this damn script, I would screw it up. So I'm literally looking for you. They give you permission to send it. Awesome. Now, are you looking to make a move in the next 3 to 6 months? That's it. Okay, so go straight to it. That's it. Not something else. And I know where that comes from. It's a little, I'm not comfortable yet. So when I'm not comfortable, I over talk. Very, very normal. But be confident in a one-line sentence, okay? It's not because you're talking more that you're smarter. The person that listens the best is the smartest person, okay? So that's where it kind of deviated a little from the script. You did a great job reeling it back in, but one quick liner. That's it.
Well, yeah, sometime this year, I mean, depends what came up, I guess. But we just bought another house not long ago, and we're just finalizing plans to put a legal suite in the basement.
Yep.
So we'll be busy with that for a while, but we're always looking, so.
Amazing. So this is probably where you got a little off the script because it's an investor, and then I didn't have the investor script here for you, and we haven't talked about it or whatever. You did a great job reeling it back in, but in the end, that's why he's kind of saying a year long, but it depends. He's an investor, right? So his motivations are different. If a great deal shows up on his doorstep tomorrow, he's ready to buy. If not, he's not in a rush, right? But you do a great job bringing that back in, so I'll stop talking here.
Right on. Okay, so you're able to make a purchase again if the right house came up again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on. And so you aren't planning on living in this home or moving?
No.
No, this is going to be just strictly a
rental property.
Exactly.
So I see exactly what you did here. You went to question number 2, right? Which is usually, do you currently rent or own? But you thought ahead that obviously he's looking for a multifamily, so he's not looking to live, but it's great to confirm. So you did a great job on that point.
Revenue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that sounds great. So now, if something did come up,
I could see here what's going on is you're trying to sift and sort through the script. So here's where I probably would have brought it in. But remember, I know this like the back of my hand here. I would have probably asked them, great, are you looking for the eastern part of town, the western part of town, south or east? It really depends on what demographic, or sorry, what area you are in. I know where you're from, but anybody else that may be listening. So I would still stick to number 3 here. Instead of saying I'm planning a moving in the area or out of the area, I would probably just go more, do you know exactly which locations you're looking to purchase a property? So I still want kind of short answer, but still stick it that because the more questions you're asking, you're slowly building a rapport, right? But you still did a good job, but it's just funny because I could see your brain sifting and sorting through the script as it's going on. I promise John did not notice that because he doesn't know you're following the script, right?
You'd be able to make the purchase right away. Is that correct? Would you like to, now, are you dealing with a realtor at all?
We have dealt with one. I was interested.
So I see you're skipping number 4 as well, which is fine because he kind of told you, I'm an investor. It could be in a year or so, but I like where you're going here.
I was interested to see what you had to say as well. I saw your ad on Facebook there, so.
Great.
You're welcome.
No, that sounds good. So if I brought you the right property, if I brought you some information or whatever, you're not committed to anybody else right now. Is that what you're saying?
We're not looking at anything actively right now with anybody.
Right on. Okay, sounds good.
So now you're going to reoffer.
What I like to do is I'd like to email you an update of homes that match your criteria.
Okay.
Now, is there any way that we can get together maybe?
Okay, so too soon, okay? So here's the thing. The offer has to be flawless, okay? So you went into it perfectly, but it has to be flawless and flow where you need to give incentive after incentive after incentive before you ask for the meeting. Now, it went well because, like I mentioned at the beginning, he's kind of an easier fella, but sometimes that's where the major objections will come in. Well, why don't we're on the phone, why don't I just tell you right now? And so on and so forth, right? But he's an investor, he's a smart guy, he's sharp, so you got it good, but I do want you to master this part here. So if we take a look at it, you went to the offer, right? Would you like me to send you emails of properties that match your buying criteria? Here's where you need to continue. My list will include foreclosures, bank-owned properties, distress sales, even private for sale. Then you continue on, okay? So sell the sizzle. You know, I can send you email updates on the moment they hit the market, so on and so forth. However you want to craft it. Then you move on to, so you ask them for another yes, okay? So what we're doing here is we're stacking on the yeses before you go to the appointment. Is this something that would be of interest to you? And most likely he's going to say, well, of course, that's why I filled out your ad. Without saying that, he's going to say, yeah, fantastic. When is it a good time for you and I to meet for a few minutes so that I can take down exactly what it is you're looking for, so I don't start wasting your time sending you crap all the time, right? It's only going to be stuff that matches your exact criteria. Are you usually better mornings or afternoons? So that's the only part I want you to work on a little bit more, is stack the benefits, get the yes, and then throw in the appointment. And that's where you can loop back, okay?
For a few minutes so I can get through exactly what we're going for, what we're shooting for, or what's your...
Or, right? Don't say or, because now you're giving me the option of saying no. So remember that.
Your schedule like?
It's crappy right now just because my kids are both in hockey. I don't know if you have kids in hockey.
I have four kids under 12, and
okay.
I got two boys, ages 8 and 6, and they're in hockey right now. So,
okay.
Yeah, and I coach one of the teams, like the 3, 4, 5 teams, and I'm yeah. So I understand you totally.
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah. So.
So I mean, like this. For sure. I mean, I'd like to meet you. I just, I'm on the road a bit at work for the next week. Like, I manage a fairly large territory.
Oh, perfect.
And I'm on the road quite a bit this week, and then the kids both have hockey this weekend.
So again, I love what's happening here. You are building that rapport. He's comfortable telling you personal stories. He's even telling you who the employee is. So you got this. You got this. But there's two roads you could have taken. Right? The one you took, which I won't spoil here, or you could have been an asshole and say, well, before you leave, could we meet? And that would have just turned him off, because he's not looking emergent. You know, it's not an emergency right now for him to purchase a home. So let me keep going, because you did a good job.
So I just don't want to say yes and then we have to cancel.
Oh, no worries at all. So next week, or you said you're on the road for a week. Next week you're on the road.
Yeah, and then I think next weekend the kids, like my son, I think is done except for playoffs on the 11th, and then my daughter is on.
I'm in the same boat, so I understand him too.
After that, we've got a bit more time.
Right on.
And we should have the playoff schedule shortly after that, I think. So. Oh,
I think I hear you. No, I'm sort of in the same boat. Like for the next 3 weekends, and then after that, it's a crapshoot. I just don't know our schedule yet. So.
Yeah.
So, like, why don't I set it up so that I give you a call, like, the 11th, and then we can set up a time maybe for the following week or something like that, where we could just get together for a few minutes.
Sure, yeah.
All right. I'll give you a call on the 11th, and is this the best number to reach at?
It is, yeah. It's my cell phone, so.
Right on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'll start the search and send you some emails.
I wouldn't have said that.
Meantime, but I look forward to giving you a call on the 11th, and then we'll set up a time to get together and we'll see what we can get you.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Yeah, you bet. Okay, thanks.
Goodbye.
Awesome, dude. Okay, so the only thing I would have switched, so you went for the date, asked to confirm. I wouldn't say, again, reaffirm just so we can meet. I would reaffirm so that I can start sending you the best deals on the market. And that's it. I would have not, what was the last part there? You don't get deals unless you meet me. And that's the biggest thing, okay? So you don't want to start searching. You don't want to start doing anything. He hasn't committed to you yet. You don't want to be wasting time. And second part, I also want to make sure that you don't promise something that you're not going to deliver, and then he calls you back and says, well, I was waiting for my list. So you got a commitment for the 11th. You're going to make sure to call on the 11th, but that's it. fantastic, John. Was great talking to you, and I'll talk to you on the 11th. That's it, all right? But aside from that, Ryan, you did phenomenal. I know, dude, I'm critiquing here every little second of everything you did. You did a good job, dude. You're going to get an appointment. You're going to get an investor, you know, and there's more and more leads coming in here. It's practice. But the more that I can help you critique, the more you're going to get better, the more money you're going to make, and more success you'll have.